Imagine a dark, unforgiving coastline. No streetlights, no GPS, just the vast, perilous Atlantic meeting the mouth of one of the most vital waterways in North America, the Chesapeake Bay. For early American sailors, this stretch of Virginia shore was a graveyard. Dozens of ships were lost to the shifting shoals of Cape Henry, exacting a deadly toll on a young and fragile nation. But a light was coming, a guiding beacon that would illuminate the future of the United States. This is the story of the Cape Henry Lighthouse, America's first federally funded public works project, a stone and mortar declaration of a new republic's commitment to commerce, safety, and survival. The new United States, governed by a new constitution, faced an urgent list of priorities: establish the Treasury, define citizens' rights, and, critically, protect the nation's maritime trade. The treacherous waters at Cape Henry choked ships entering the Chesapeake. Appeals poured in. On August 7, 1789, Congress passed the Lighthouse Act, the ninth law of the First Congress, creating a federal system for lighthouses and authorizing their funding and construction. Then, in March 1790, Congress appropriated specific funds that included the Cape Henry Lighthouse Project. President George Washington approved it, and Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton oversaw its execution. This wasn't the first attempt. Back in the 1770s, Virginia's colonial government had started building a lighthouse on the site, quarrying and delivering tons of sandstone. But the Revolution halted everything. Work stopped, materials stolen or buried in sands, the unfinished tower abandoned. Now, the federal government stepped in to finish what the colonies could not. New York builder John Macomb, Jr., a master architect who would later contribute to New York City Hall, was contracted to complete the octagonal tower. Built of Aquia Creek sandstone, sourced from the same Virginia pits as the White House in the U.S. Capitol, the octagonal tower rose 90 feet above the sea. This was more than a lighthouse. It was a statement of national purpose. By October 1792, the light shone for the first time. Fueled first by sperm whale oil lamps, later improved with argan-style burners and eventually electricity, the beacon swept across both the Atlantic Ocean and the Chesapeake Bay, guiding warships, merchant vessels, and generations of sailors safely home. The tower is pure early American engineering, 8-sided, massive, and enduring. Even today, climbing the interior, the chisel marks of its stonemasons are still visible in the stone. Climbing its 191 winding steps is a journey through time. Feel the history in the worn stone. From the lantern room, see what early keepers saw, an endless horizon of promise and danger. But the old lighthouse had limits. Its soft sandstone eroded. Cracks appeared in the 1870s. Height and reach proved insufficient for growing traffic. And after the tragic wreck of the U.S. naval steamship USS Huron nearby in 1877, the message was clear. A stronger sentinel was needed. So in 1881, just 350 feet away, a new tower rose. An iron giant, taller, stronger, and crowned with a first-order Fresnel lens, a masterpiece of glass and precision capable of casting its beam nearly 19 miles out to sea. It was a triumph of the industrial age and a renewed promise to those who trusted the light. Typically, the original lighthouse would have been dismantled, but its historic significance was already recognized. Instead, it was preserved. Today, Cape Henry is one of the rarest sites in America, 2 historic lighthouses standing side by side. The new one still operates under the U.S. Coast Guard, an active aid to navigation. The original 1792 tower, a National Historic Landmark, is cared for by Preservation Virginia. On Joint Expeditionary Base Fort Story, near the 1607 first landing of English colonists, the old lighthouse stands as military landmark and cultural treasure. The Cape Henry Lighthouse is more than stone and mortar. It is the place where the new nation first cast its light upon the world, a beacon born from resolve, lighting the path from a fragile past to a fortified future.